Have you ever met someone who just radiates class? Like, they walk down the street and don't even say anything, but somehow everyone just feels their presence? They're not flashy, they're not loud, but they've got this calm, grounded energy that says, I know who I am. And you're thinking, teach me your ways? Well, good news. That kind of presence isn't about money or status. It's about timeless class. The kind that shows up in small moments, subtle habits, and how you treat people when no one's watching. Want to know the best part? You might already be doing it without realizing. So today we're breaking down 8 signs you've got that kind of energy, timeless elegance, the quiet confidence kind that never goes out of style. Ready? Let's get into it. 1. You stay true to your values. It's easy to say you're a good person when everyone's watching, but true class? That shows up when no one's around. Like, do you put the shopping cart back or just leave it floating like a sad little boat in the parking lot? No judgment, okay? Maybe a little. Classy people don't need an audience to act with integrity, they just are that way. Maybe you don't post every kind act on Instagram, but you still do them. You apologize when you're wrong. You keep your promises, even when it's inconvenient. That kind of consistency? That's rare, that's powerful. And that's real class. Staying true to your values, even when it's hard, even when no one claps for you, that's the kind of quiet strength people remember. So next time you're torn between the easy route and the right one, choose the one that lets you sleep at night. 2. You never make fun of others. We all love someone who can make us laugh, but there's a big difference between being funny and being mean. If your go-to joke is roasting someone else, it might be time for a comedic glow-up. Classy people don't use sarcasm as a weapon. They're not the ones making snide comments about someone's outfit or relationship just to get a few laughs. Honestly, that kind of humor is cheap. Timeless class means you can make a room laugh without making someone feel small. It's choosing cleverness over insult, playfulness over cruelty, the kind of humor that uplifts rather than undercuts. Think more witty charm, less mean girl energy. So if you've got that quick, clever sparkle, use it for good. People will remember how you made them feel way more than how loud they laughed. 3. You don't chase trends. If you've ever said, that trend just isn't me, while the entire internet was doing it, congrats, you're already ahead of the class. Literally. People with timeless class don't panic buy the latest micro-trend or suddenly change who they are because some influencer said, we're doing green now. Instead, they know what fits them, in style, in behavior, in vibe. They're not stuck in the past, but they also don't lose themselves chasing the next thing. It's not about ignoring trends entirely. You can still rock a bucket hat if you love it, but it's about being intentional. You lead with your taste, not what's trending. That kind of confidence is magnetic. It says, I know who I am, and frankly, that's more fashionable than anything on the For You page. So, wear what makes you feel powerful, act in ways that align with your values, and let trends follow you for a change. 4. You're gracious when you disagree. Oof, this one's a test. Disagreeing without becoming a full-blown rage monster? That takes skill. But classy people? They've mastered it. They can have strong opinions without making it a personal attack. They can say, I don't see it that way, without rolling their eyes. Or passive-aggressively sipping their drink like it's piping hot tea. Here's the thing. You don't have to agree with everyone, but how you disagree says a lot. Do you listen? Do you stay calm? Do you let people finish their sentence? That's where grace lives. You don't need to win the argument. You just need to show up as someone who can handle opposing views without combusting. So that energy, it's grown up, grounded, and you guessed it, classy. People will honestly feel safe having real convos with you, and, that's a pretty rare gift these days. 5. You don't feel the need to brag. Let's play a game for a second. If someone casually drops, when I was having brunch with Beyonce and you didn't even ask, that's not class. That's just ego cardio. Timeless class doesn't need constant reminders of how important you are, or where you've been, or who you know. Actually, the classiest people are usually the least flashy. They just let their energy do the talking, not their resume. You might have traveled the world, but you don't have to turn every conversation into a speech about it. You might know someone famous, but you're not constantly sliding that into every sentence like you're casually flexing. Real class is all about ease, being grounded enough in yourself that you just don't feel the need to show off. So the next time you're tempted to name drop or flash a status symbol, ask yourself, am I doing this to connect or to compete? 6. You know when to walk away. Okay, this one? Whew! It's a power move in silence, knowing when to exit a situation. A conversation, a friendship, a group chat that suddenly turned toxic without making it a soap opera? That's class. No ghosting, no door slamming, no revenge plots. Just calm, clean boundaries. You realize not everything needs closure, not everyone deserves a final word. You walk away, not because you're weak, but because peace matters more than proving a point. And let's be honest, that restraint? Hot. People will expect fireworks, and when you give them silence and self-respect instead, it's chillingly effective. It says, I'm not playing this game, and honestly, you win by not playing. If you've ever quietly stepped out of something that no longer served you, and did it with grace instead of drama, give yourself credit. That's top-tier class. 7. You make others feel important. Ever met someone who made you feel like the only person in the room? That's what we're talking about. Classy people have this magical ability to make others feel seen, heard, and appreciated, without turning the spotlight on themselves. They ask thoughtful questions. They actually listen to the answer. They celebrate your wins without sliding in a, well, I once did this kind of story. It's that rare energy that says, I'm here with you, not above you. And it's not performative, it's real. Whether it's complimenting someone's effort, giving them credit, or just being fully present, it matters. People remember how you made them feel, and making someone feel important, that's impact. So if you're that person who lifts others up without needing the spotlight, congratulations. You've got the kind of grace that money can't buy. 8. You return things the way you got them. This one might seem small, but it says everything. Whether it's a borrowed jacket, a book, someone's time, or someone's trust, classy people give it back with care. It's a quiet sign of respect. You return the sweater washed and folded. You thank someone for their time and actually mean it. You treat borrowed things like they matter because you know people matter. And when it comes to emotional things like trust, you don't take it lightly. You don't use someone's vulnerability against them. You don't overshare a secret. You return their openness with safety. That kind of respect? That's rare, and it's powerful. So if you're the kind of person who leaves things better than you found them, physically and emotionally, that's more than good manners. That's timeless class, wrapped in kindness. So here's the thing, having class isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently, kindly, and confidently. These 8 habits, they're subtle but powerful. They build trust, respect, and that undeniable sense of grace people feel, even if they can't quite name it. Pick one of these habits and lean into it this week. See how it feels. Spoiler, it's gonna feel good. And hey, give this video a like if it resonated with you. We're building a little corner of the internet where class, confidence, and good vibes live. Subscribe to join us. Drop a comment below telling me which one of these classy habits you're going to try out first. See you in the next one, darling.